I am one of the biggest drug lords in the United States. That time, under my propulsion, drugs exploded in the United States like a nuclear bomb. Up to celebrities and high-ranking officials, out to gangsters and free youth. All of them are using my source of goods. At its peak, I controlled 85% of the market in the United States. I'm also Pablo's biggest partner. In other words, without me, Pablo couldn't have opened up the American market. This once made me one of the top 10 hidden billionaires in the United States. What troubled me the most at that time was a daily income of $3 million US. Due to the difficulty of money laundering, I can only pile up a large amount of cash throughout the entire villa. To being piled up, eyeing a villa in such an infinite loop, I am the representative of American nightmares. George Jung, man who almost caused the fall of America. You're curious about how I got on this path. This belongs to my mother. Good women make 3 generations rich. Bad women ruin 3 generations. I have a neurotic mother, no matter how much my father has contributed to this family. My mother only complains like crazy. She believed that marrying my father was the biggest mistake of her life. Afterward, she wouldn't even care about my feelings. Time and time again, he abandoned us father and son. Then my dad always puts aside his pride, choose to forgive her.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You right?
At that time, I was not sure why my father did it. Later on, I found out that he just wants to give me a complete home. Yeah, but I didn't grow up according to his plan. As an adult, I came to the most free city, New York. Here are the freshest things, and the most open-minded young population, and Wall Street, which has created countless American dreams. And most of these young people's parents made their fortune through Wall Street, perhaps the most popular flight attendant. And I don't want to start with finance, and I choose to earn their money. At that time, marijuana was a very common social tool. Oh, I relied on my girlfriend's recommendation. Met this guy with a strong, young energy, Derek.
We'll take it.
To obtaining the source of goods. We're crazily harvesting this group of young people who advocate freedom and pursue individuality. You will soon earn a lot of money. Gradually, I also gained some names, until my friend from out of town told me this time, Al, the youth of the entire United States, everyone is absorbing these things, and my goods belong to the category of boutique products. Oh, I decided to target hippies all over America. It can be said that I indirectly promoted the hippie movement. The days to come took advantage of my girlfriend's flight attendant's convenience, crazy transporting marijuana for me, and connect with local friends. It's just such a simple operation. After this cycle, my goods are already in short supply.
More. I need more.
And didn't expect that no one would operate in such a large market. My ambition is pushing me towards the first peak of my life. I came to Spain, the birthplace of marijuana, and I saw them piled up in the corner. It's like seeing one's own vast wealth.
I'll take it.
Él dice que quiere todo.
And this damn Spanish guy actually questioned my strength. Oh, I gave him a deposit of $50,000 in advance. Of course, this also made him lower his guard. But what he doesn't know is these sources of goods, by changing hands, it can create millions of dollars in value for me. The next day, we took the stolen plane, returning to the plantation to transport the wealth beckoning to me. Therefore, I have thoroughly established my own system. Of course, this also allowed me, who was young, to achieve financial freedom ahead of schedule. This period of life is the happiest time of my life, because the latter half of my life was filled with cruelty and fraud. My girlfriend and I met with my family. This time, my mother finally showed a smile, because I have money, but she won't even ask me about the source of my wealth. In 1972, California made it clear that reselling marijuana was illegal. However, the punishment result is only a fine of $30,000 and a 2-year sentence. Just as I am grateful for God's favor towards me, thinking about being released from prison. With my wealth, I spent my whole life with my girlfriend like this. But my girlfriend Barbara overdosed on marijuana in the end. He lost his own life. A series of bad things have completely shattered our former paradise. My friends also went their separate ways. And to accompany Barbara in her final moments of life, this made me a fugitive. This day, I had planned to bid farewell to my family for the last time. But I didn't expect that. My mother will do me a righteous act to destroy my family.
I had no choice. Don't look at me like that.
Scoop.
What? What was I supposed to do?
Jesus Christ, Irma.
But he's in our house!
Shut up!
What, was I supposed to be an accomplice? You don't think people know you're a drug dealer? Everyone knows you're a drug dealer. It's no secret.
Listening to my mother's cold language made me despair to the extreme. Thought this was the end of my life. And I didn't expect this to be the true starting point of my life. Because there are many talented people in the prison where I am located, from banker to lawyer, from doctors to smugglers. They all serve their sentences here. To say that this is a true practical university, I don't think it's excessive at all. Criminals here are showing off their talents in various crimes. I will also tell them how I made 500 kilograms of marijuana, transported out from police custody. It was precisely this incident that led me to meet him, Shij Delgado. Later on, I found out that Shij was Pablo's brother, Ader. He also extended an olive branch to me. So I said, this is not a prison, but it's a real university. I entered this college with a degree in marijuana, had already become a cocaine PhD by the time I graduated. Of course, after my release from prison, I was immediately invited by Stig to come to Colombia, and he couldn't wait to see my talent. They decided to let me work with a small drug lord first, by shipping 15 kilograms. But this person doesn't seem to trust me very much. He wants to know more details, but how could I tell them my skills?
Pull me all the way down here. We talk about fucking clothes.
I demand to know everything. I did not trust $600,000 worth of coca to someone I don't know.
It's 15 fucking kilos. I pissed 15 kilos.
Hey, gentlemen, please. Hey, there's no need to be impolite, okay? Hey.
I will never let them look down upon me. I am very familiar with the working methods of the U.S. Customs. First of all, we must confidently show the American sense of relaxation and fill as much as possible with things that can make customs nauseous. For example, used underwear and strange habits.
And these?
Old habits, you know, hard to break.
Close it up.
So I swaggered out of the airport. If you think that's all I have, and you are definitely a mountain with prejudices. My sales ability is definitely not inferior to those scammers on Wall Street. I sold out 15 pounds of goods in just 3 days. I submitted a perfect score for this collaboration. Therefore, Stig finally recommended Pablo to me, and this damn shit actually gave me a warning first. Obviously, at this moment, completely unable to be at eye level with Pablo. However, the attraction between the two is an unchanging truth. Pablo saw my superiority, so I promised to transport 300 kilograms for Pablo first. But he's Pablo, and the base weight is 2,000 kilograms. Seeing the situation, I still insist on taking this order, because once this transaction is completed, so my supply of goods is endless. Of course, I have also put a lot of effort into sales. We'll first provide a portion of cocaine for free. Rule hunger marketing methods. Many people dream of it. Finally, crazily raising prices beyond expectations. And this hunger marketing model that I created, tool is still used by major enterprises today. In just 6 months, it made cocaine a necessity in America to celebrities and high-ranking officials, owing down to gangsters and ordinary people. I make cocaine look like a nuclear bomb exploded on the mainland of the United States. At this point, I have 85% of the market in the United States. 2 is precisely with my help that Pablo just pried open the door to America. Oh, he called me a magician. During this period, the average daily income is about $3 million US. That time, my money was never calculated by face value, but has already been calculated as a whole box. One box weighs 25 kilograms, which is approximately equivalent to 2 million. However, having a lot of money also brings many troubles. For example, how to wash them clean. That time, no industry could wash away the daily amount of 3 million yuan. So Shij and I decided to transfer all the money to Colombia. To Pablo's protection, this money not only became clean, and no one dares to have any idea about it. At Shij's wedding in 1985, met the white moonlight in my heart. We are like a natural couple. There's an inexplicable mutual attraction. like living in the Caribbean seeing my previous life. So we quickly entered into marriage. Little did I know that this woman would bring me endless misfortune. And trading with the Mexican gang again. Shige learned that I had listened to my wife's advice, try to connect with customers beyond Shige. This made Shiji very dissatisfied, and during the transaction, he was complaining about my behavior. This makes it difficult for Mexicans to understand the situation. So much so that he fired a gun in the tense atmosphere. This shot calmed the situation. However, this matter has not passed yet. Afterwards, Shige began to build his own system, contacted the client that I should be in contact with, and he kicked me out of this system. However, when I found Shiji, this can't go back to the beginning. He figured out all my operational methods, and is Pablo's brother. He is certainly more trustworthy.
Go back home. Go home. Go back to your stupid little life. Go back and sell half grams to your fucking relatives for all I care. Because you're out. Déjenlo. Because you're out. And don't be so emotional, George. We are brothers. We are brothers. Llévense a este come mierda.
Next time it's fucking loaded.
These two empty guns completely severed our friendship. Of course, out of face saving, Shige taught me a lesson, that out of friendship he still spared my life. I dragged my body back to my wife's side. This moment, I had plans to retire. However, in the days to come at Chitin, reality does not match expectations at all. Due to our previous madness, it's really difficult to integrate into this mundane life now for Mantapoinfran. And a bigger surprise is that our daughter was born. Have fantasized countless times how handsome I will be at this moment, but now I have become a shell eroded by drugs. As my daughter gradually grows up, have decided to live for my daughter. I'm trying to quit that damn thing, but life doesn't go according to my script. My wife is still immersed in the crazy party. Of course, all the people who came were also wealthy, and the things my wife entertained them, because this damn cocaine buffet. Unfortunately, this time the FBI raided my home. Rather, they never let me go. The tough anti-drug campaign launched by Reagan in 1987. I was arrested for possessing a large amount of cocaine. Therefore, I will face a 10-year sentence. They asked me to sign a confession certificate. I'm not stupid. How could I just sign like this? Till they said it would involve my wife and daughter. To be honest, it's best not to start a family in this industry. In the end, I could only plead guilty. When Misha came to visit me, he is not grateful for everything I have given. The contrary, she filed for divorce. This moment, I realized those bastards not only froze my assets, my money was directly confiscated by them. This means that my wife and daughter no longer have a guarantee of livelihood. Fortunately, I have left a way out for myself. I activated my overseas account with the help of a friend. After paying a huge bail, finally got out of prison, but now I am penniless. Now, under the influence of Misha, my daughter, my impression in her heart is that she's a jerk. In order to restore my image in my daughter's heart, found Misha and promised her, will definitely give her the life she once had. So I returned to my old profession, found some backs that used to idolize me, decided to do something big. Obviously, this smuggling was very successful. The smoothness made me feel uneasy. Indeed, this is a trap. I know I have been deceived again and again. The only difference is that his fishing operation was personally operated by the Drug Enforcement Administration. Because last time they caught me, they have no direct evidence to prove that I am the biggest drug lord in the United States. I also released myself on bail, and this arrest proves my guilt. So my sentence came to 60 years, till my 56th birthday. My daughter finally agreed to come and see me. Now she stands tall and graceful. Beautiful. I can't believe this is my daughter. Can't wait to know all her experiences over the years, whether good or bad.
What do you want to know?
Everything. I mean, what do? You go to school?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just like the old man.
Yeah.
But the fact is, my daughter has never come to see me. All of this is just my imagination. Until I spent 20 years in prison, I only obtained parole, and my daughter never wants to see me. As for this film, it is also my autobiography that I participated in directing as the lead actor Johnny Depp. maintained close contact with me until now. If you ask me to give young people a piece of advice, that's to never touch poison.